Hi guys, welcome to Chris Ryan Golf. You've joined me out on the Brabazon course at the Belfry again today, and we're looking at the impact, and we're looking at what you can do in your downswing to ensure your impact is better. So impact is something that many golfers struggle with. We see day in, day out, golfers not achieving the correct impact position, and this results in many things, poor ball flights, poor strikes, trajectory is often poor, and distance is often affected as a result of that, and they don't hit the ball as far as they could hit it. So if we just look specifically at what we're talking about at impact, and then we're going to go through how we're going to try and work towards it. So we're talking about an impact where the golf club is delivered with the handle too far back. So the golf club is vertical, okay? Don't often see it leaning backwards, but I have done. It's often vertical. It basically isn't enough forwards. Now, getting the handle more forwards does a couple of things. It will generally, not in all cases, but it will generally change the angle of attack and make it a little bit more downwards. It will generally allow you to hit a little bit higher in the club face, which is a little bit closer to the middle. It will generally allow you to flight it better, achieve more ball speed, and there's a lot of knock-on effects from there. So moving the handle more forwards at impact is something we'd like to try and achieve with most golfers. Now, I did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about handle position. We don't necessarily want to get it too far forward because that can be detrimental too. We don't want golfers to achieve too much handle lean because that can often cause the ball flight to be too low. But certainly moving it more forwards is going to be beneficial to many golfers out there. There's a couple of things that we want to try and understand which is going to help us do this. Many golfers, well, all golfers, if they achieve an impact position where the handle is too far back, they will generally have too much shape in this lead wrist. So you can see here that as I put this handle in this position, my back of my forearm and the back of my hand aren't aligned with each other. There is a definite shape in that wrist. We call it extension. So there's a little bit of extension in that lead wrist. Now, if I move into an impact position which I would like to be in, so where I would like to be in here, you'll notice that the wrist is much flatter. Okay, that's a more neutral wrist position. So I haven't got as much shape in there. That's a more neutral wrist. So when the handle is in different positions at impact, the lead wrist is in different positions at impact. And that's really the key to doing what we're trying to do today. If I want my impact position to be here with my lead wrist flat, I had probably better make sure that as I'm achieving my downswing and I'm achieving here, my left wrist is flat here. If it's flat here, I've got half a chance of getting it into the right position and flat at impact. Many golfers I see who've got the impact position such as this that we just talked about here, have got that same shape in that wrist into the downswing. So as they're approaching the golf ball into this delivery position, they have got that wrist in this extended position. If it's in this extended position here, for the majority of golfers I see, they are not talented enough to twist that wrist and get it flatter for impact. There are some golfers who do that, but they are very few and far between. The majority of golfers I see, if the wrist is out of position halfway down, we're probably going to find that the only impact we can achieve is this one where the wrist is in that same condition. So, this is what I want you to try and feel, okay? I want you to try and think about the handle of the golf club, okay? Now, if you take your left hand on the golf club and just hold it up in front of you, without moving your forearm, you should be able to, with your wrist, you should be able to twist the golf club, okay? So I'm twisting that golf club here, which is changing, hopefully you can see that, I'll do it from this angle, you're changing my wrist position. That's that more extended position, and that's a completely different position. That's twisting the golf club. That's the feel I want you to have in your golf swing. So what we're going to do, you're going to take a starting position, you're going to move back, and I want you to feel that with that left hand, as you start downswing, you're going to twist the grip, what you feel is away from you. Okay, I'm going to twist that grip away from me. That's going to flatten the wrist. If we continue to do that, we'll actually get the opposite shape here, which is a sort of more flexed or a more bowed position, okay? That's not a bad feeling for you. What that's going to do is it's going to put that wrist in a completely different position. It's going to get the club face turning a little bit more down towards the ground, and we're going to find that that feels very different to you. If we can get that position here, if we can get that wrist in that position there, there is a much better chance that we can deliver the golf club with the handle forwards. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do in this little exercise, this little drill here. Okay? So hopefully that kind of makes sense. It's a feeling, okay? Not a bad idea to go up to the top and just take the right hand off and just start to sense what you're going to do. It's the lead wrist twisting away from you. So I'm trying to twist the grip away from me, feeling that I create some shape in that lead wrist, but it's the opposite shape to what you're going to have at impact. If we can do that, we've got half a chance of achieving the right impact position. Too many golfers I see are twisting the club the opposite way. They're twisting the grip towards them, putting that lead wrist into this extended position, and once it's in its extended position here, the best impact for you is this one. That's you making the best of the positions you've got halfway down. At least you're going to get the club face pointing at target, but the ball flight, as I say, is going to be high. The contact isn't going to be great. You're not going to achieve as much distance as you can do. So really, really important that we get this lead wrist functioning correctly through the golf swing. Okay, that's going to help us with our impact, help with our downswing, and we're really going to hopefully work that into our game. Okay, so I'm going to hit a shot for you. I'll probably show you from face on actually, because you'll probably see the impact position a little bit clearer and where the wrist is. Hopefully you're going to see a pretty flat wrist, and that's because on the way down I get a pretty good position here, and that allows me to deliver it as we want. Okay, so let me show you from face on, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so pretty good. Stroke felt pretty good. Flight was okay, and the flight's a really good indication that I've done what I need to do. I know that if my impact changes, the flight's going to change, and that gives me some good information that I need to use from there. So, I hope that makes sense. Take it to the drive range, give it a go, see if you can understand what we're talking about first. You know, understand the positions, feel the difference in the wrist. You know, even just some drills this way, and just get an idea of what's actually moving. Okay, we're not trying to move the forearm or the actual club shaft. We're just trying to rotate it around its axis, and that's what we're trying to do in the downswing, and that's going to help you hit some better shots when you get on the golf course. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, click the like button. If you've got any comments, then post those in the boxes down below, and I'll do my best to respond to as many as I can. And if you haven't done already, then please also subscribe to my channel. The subscription is free, and the videos are also free as well, so there's no charge whatsoever. So it's well worth doing, and I'd encourage everyone to click that subscribe button down below. So as I said, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next time.